In the next couple of hours, you will build a complete AI-powered travel planning app that generates smart itineraries, hotel suggestions, and trip details using real-world APIs. You will learn how to integrate AI, Google Places, Google Authentication, Firebase for database management, and modern React architecture in a production-ready application. By the end of this project, you will have a real-world AI SaaS-style application that you can deploy, extend, and showcase in your developer portfolio. So, first of all, we have a beautiful and professional UI for our TripBuddy AI application that we have deployed to the browser, and here we have a beautiful button. If we click on the start planning button, then we have a beautiful form with 3 steps and the progress bar according to these steps. And here we have some options. In each step we have some options, and first of all we have this is your next adventure. We will select the destination. We will write a city, search for a city. Here we will write, if we write Sydney, then we have the suggestion for this city. Okay, and 2 days we will continue. We have the next step for budget. We will click on budget friendly, moderate, luxury. We will click this one, next, and then we have the option to select who are you traveling with. We will click on couple, and if we click on generate plan, here you can see currently we are not logged in, but when we click on generate plan, then it will ask for Google authentication. Okay, so here we have provided the Google authentication, so we will go for login with Google, and we will select the account, and we will logged in. Now it will generate the trip. Login successful, and here we have the curating your trip to Sydney. Our AI is finding the best hotel and hidden gems. A beautiful loading page. You will learn how to create this loading page and how to generate the trip, and we are successfully landed on our trip details page. Okay, location is Sydney. Here we have a beautiful button for plan another trip. Here we have some initial details and a beautiful picture for our location, and here we have the timeline, a beautiful timeline for our daily plan for our day 1. If we minimize the day 1, here we have day 2 as well. If we click on day 1, and here we have all the trip plans for all the itineraries for 9 to 11 a.m. our all the planning, okay, in a beautiful timeline. If we click on day 2, and here we have the day 2 itineraries in a beautiful timeline from 9 to 1 and then 1 to 2:30 p.m. We have travel time 40 to 50 minutes by bus from Central, and here are all other details, the heading for the itinerary and the price for this place, and you can see the ticket price. Okay, and here inside the right side we have the hotels, and it's a carousel. Currently he suggested the only single hotel, so if he suggests more than one hotel, then it will be displayed in a carousel here. Okay, and after this hotel recommendation, we have a trip overview section. Inside the trip overview, all the details that we have selected, the options, budget, traveler, number of days, location, and these are some notes for this specific trip. Like he is saying this 2 days Sydney itinerary for a couple on a budget focuses on free and low cost attractions, stunning natural beauty, etc. Okay. And here if we go to the my trips, and here inside the my trips page we have some trips that I have already added. Here we have Shanghai, China, Sydney, Saudi Arabia, Guam, Mumbai, Maharashtra, Toronto. Okay. Here if we go for our previous Sydney trip plan, that for the traveler group or friends and the budget was elite. If we click on this here, for the budget, elite budget, we have recommendations for the 2 hotels, and if we click on this specific hotel, then we will be redirected to the booking page for the hotel, its details, availability, prices, reviews, and about all the necessary information. Okay. So you will also learn how we will do this. We will close this. You will learn how to integrate this Google APIs, and if I show you the mobile view, then you can see it's also mobile responsive and very beautiful. Here you can see inside the start building, perfect. You can see it's beautiful inside the mobile preview. Okay, it's working perfect and looking great. How beautiful and modern. The AI trip planner. Okay, so now we will open the Visual Studio Code. We have created a folder for the trip buddy. That is our project name, and we will open this folder inside the Visual Studio Code. Here, first of all, we will go to our browser and we will build this application with Wait. So we will write Wait inside the Google, and we will click on this website, that is wait.dev. Here you can see the build tool for the web. Wait is a blazing fast front-end build tool powering the next generation of web applications. Actually, Wait is a tool that helps you create and run front-end projects very fast. It starts your app quickly and updates the browser instantly when you change your code. It's very fast in this case. Okay, and we will click on Get Started, and here we are inside the Get Started section. Here we go down, and here for the scaffolding your first Wait project, we will go for npm, and we will copy this. We will copy this script code, and here we will open our terminal, paste our script, and after this latest I will write dot slash, or you can only write the dot and enter. What it's mean that install the Wait inside this TripBuddy folder. Okay, so package name will be TripBuddy, and we will enter it, and after this we will click on React. We will select the React, and we will select the JavaScript. Then we will click on No. We will select No, and then we will select No again. You can choose yes as well, but we will do manually the npm install No, and here he is suggesting as well that no, you can run npm install, and then for running the project npm run tab. Okay, these two scripts. Okay, and here we have the public folder. The public folder will contain all the static files like images and icons. And after this, we have the SRC folder. SRC folder is the main folder where your React code lives. Okay, and here inside the SRC folder, we have assets folder. The assets folder, you can also say it like it will be used for the images and icons, but needs an import statement for using these images and icons inside our components and pages. But for the public folder, there will be no need for the import statement, and you can directly access these images by writing slash logo.png, etc. Okay, and after this assets folder, we have app.css file. So what it actually does, the app.css file contains styling for the app.jsx. App.jsx component, it's the root React component of the app. We have index.css file, the global CSS for the whole project. Okay, and main.jsx file, it's app entry point connects React to index.html. So main.jsx is app's entry point, and after this we have .gitignore file. The gitignore file will contain all the files that will Git should ignore. Okay, we will add all those files like .env or node modules folder. So the Git will ignore these files, okay, with the help of this .gitignore. And after this we have eslint.config.js. It it suggests the code linting rules. Okay, and after this we have index.html, as we have previously explained for the main.jsx. This index.html is the main HTML file loaded by the browser. Okay, and after this we have package.json. Package.json contains the project info and dependencies. If we open this folder, here you can see it contains the information about the project. The name is TripBuddy, version, the scripts for the wait, our project, that is wait, and build, wait build, dependencies that we will install, and the dev dependencies. These dependencies and dev dependencies we will install with the help of npm install command. Okay, so by running this npm install command, we will install these dependencies and dev dependencies, and we will get our node module folder here. Okay, in the root. Okay, after this we have readme.md file, project documentation. Readme.md file contains all the project documentation. And beat.config.js file, it's a Vite configuration settings. Okay, all the configurations related to the Vite project that are specifically for the Vite. Okay, we will close this, and here you can also see this one is the app.jsx page, or you can say a component. Then we will click on let me first npm install. We will run this command, and we will install all these dependencies that are inside the package.json. After when this installation completed, then we will run the project. npm run dev. Okay, here the installation has been completed, and now we will run our project. npm run dev. We will open our project. We will click on this, and here you can see wait plus react count, and click on the wait and react logs. Okay, these things, and this one is the app.jsx component. Okay, here you can see count, wait plus react, etc., all the things. So basically we are rendering this component here. Okay, so we will close this app.jsx file, and we will install the Shadcn. We will use Shadcn UI and we will open this website. We will close this wait guide. Here we have the applied version and the localhost project. Okay. And now we are inside the ui.shadcn.com. Here we will click on the documentation, installation, pick your framework, that is Vite in our case, and create a project. Start by creating a new React project using Vite. This step we have already did it, and after this we will add the tailwind CSS. We will copy this. We will start from this second step. Okay, copy this, and here we will close the project first with the help of Ctrl+C for Windows users, and here we will paste the command. Okay, enter. We will install the tailwind CSS and at the rate of tailwind CSS slash Vite to our Vite project, and here you can see added 13 packages. Okay, after this we will go for the next step. Replace everything in src/index.css with the following. We will copy this, import tailwind CSS. We will open the index.css and we will select all, Control with +A, and we will paste. We will save it, and after this src index.css step, we will update vite.config.js file. We will copy this and here we will paste this. We will run this command, and here we can see we will copy this file vite.config.js and we will replace it with this one. Okay, we will save it, and after this we will run the CLI, run the shadcn init command. We will copy this and here we will run this. Here we are getting some error. Pre-flight checks, verifying frameworks, found Vite, validating tailwind CSS, found version 4, validating import alias. Okay. And let me close this one. And no import alias found in your jsconfig.json file. Okay. So let me create this file. Here we will create a new file. We will write as jsconfig.json. We will paste it inside this. We will save it jsconfig.json. Okay. We will create this file as well. Control C, new file, and here instead of ts we will write js. We will copy the lines for this file. We will paste here, and now we will run this shadcn command again. Okay, we will install this, and I hope we will not get any error. Okay, now it's asking for the base color. As they have said here, you will be asked a few questions to configure components.json. Which color would you like to use? Okay, so we will use the neutral one. Okay, and it's installing dependencies, etc. Okay, here they are saying how to add components. You can now start adding components to your projects. or adding a button component, we will run this script. Okay, we will copy this. Here our Shadcn installation has been completed, and we will close this JSON config files. And here if we paste the add button component, if we enter it, and then you will see a folder will be created here inside the SAAS with the name of components. You can see a folder with the name of components and a UI folder, and then the button.jsx component. This one is the Shadcn component. Okay, we will run our project again. The running script for the Vite project was npm run dev. We will run it. We will run the Vite project. We will close this button component, and here the app.css. You can see we have app.css and index.css file. And as I have mentioned that index.css file is a global CSS file for our Vite project, so that's why we will use this, and we will delete this app. And here inside the app.jsx, the default component, we will clear this one. Let me show you first. Okay, it's asking for app.css file that we have deleted. Okay, this line is causing problem. Okay, so we will clear this file and we will create a new function here, React arrow function. The snippet, here I will click on RFCE, and you can see we get a arrow function script. Okay, snippet. Here if we go to the extensions, then I will show you how this RFC worked, and you will need the ES7 plus React Redux React Native snippets. This extension, you will install this extension. I have already installed it. You can search from here and here. Okay, I will close this, and you will also install the Tailwind CSS IntelliSense, this extension as well. So with the help of this extension, you will get the suggestions for all the classes like background, text decoration, text color, background color, etc. Okay, here you can see suggestions drop down as showing. Okay, we will close this, and here inside the app.jsx file, if we save it, and let me show you the result. Here you can see the app, but if we add the button here that we have created, this button from the Shadcn, if I write again, and then we are getting the suggestion, and here we have opened this button component. Sometimes you will need to open the component here, and then you will get the suggestion for importing it. Okay, and here we will write Shadcn button. Here we have the Shadcn button. Perfect. So this one is the simplest process, and here you can see with that Tailwind CSS intelligence extension, we can write class names, and here we will get the classes suggestions like this. Okay, here we can give classes with the help of suggestions, and here you can see it's working fine. Okay, so now what we will do first, we will go to our index.css file. Here inside the index.css file, now we have some classes related to our Tailwind CSS and Shadcn. Okay, let me hide the terminal. The class is for dart. This dart class is used For theme, if we want to use the dot theme, then this single class will be used for that purpose. Okay. And first of all, we will import the Google fonts. So we will use the gist fonts. You can import it from the Google Fonts site. Obviously, you know how to import the fonts, and after this, we will write some classes for our whole application, like for body. And here inside the body, we have background and text color. So we will text foreground. Okay, we will change the colors. We will use the background color. For background, we will use F5, and for the foreground, we will use 222529. And after this, we will change the color that is destructive. We will change this color. For this, we will write 4F3 AFI. It will be indigo dash 600 maybe for the tailwind classes. Maybe. And after this, here inside the body, we will write font family. Font family will be gist, and the secondary option will be sans serif. We will save it, and here we will write inside the components. Here we will add the classes for our pages. The classes you can say like flex, and for container, and for headings as well. Okay. For heading, we will use at the rate of layer utilities. Okay. So here we will write max pad container. MX auto max width will be 475. Padding X will be 4, and for live screen, padding as 12. Pad container will be MX auto and the padding. After this, we will write the flex classes. Flex center will be flex item. Flex item center, justify center. We will copy and paste it 3 times more. And here we will write flex start. For flex start, we will write justify start. And for flex between, we will write justify between. And for flex end, we will write justify end. Right? Simple. And here we will write under utilities the headings. Okay. These are some rules for the tailwind classes. We will add the h tags inside the utilities. Okay. So you have to follow these rules. Okay. Like we have added for the container and for flags inside the components. You have to write it like this. Okay. Here I will write text will be 36 pixel. For medium screen, text will be 44 pixel and font will be bold, right? After this, we will write for the H2, L3, S6, and for the P tag, okay? H2 will be 36 and 31, and it will be 22 for H3, and for large screen will be 26, and for H4 it will be 16 pixel will be enough, and for large screen 18 will be enough. After that we have H5. We will use 15 pixel and 16 pixel. We will use 13 pixel for H6, 13 pixel and 14. Okay. And for P tag we will use the classes as leading. First of all, we will use leading. Leading will be 1.3 and text size will be 14 pixel. And we will use the text color instead of font bold. It will be text gray 500. Okay. Our index.css file has been completed. We will use this index.css file all over our application. Okay. I will close this and we will leave this file. Everything is fine. Okay. From the public folder. Okay. I will close the button and we will remove this button, import, and here we have index.html. Inside the index we have this main.jsx file, as I explained earlier, that the index.html file is the index.html file is the main HTML file loaded by the browser. Okay. And then it loads main.jsx file using a script tag. Okay. And this one is the main.jsx file. Okay. And here is the app.jsx file. Okay. So index.html file loads main.jsx file, this one, and main.jsx file renders the app.jsx file, this one. And app.jsx contains the actual UI and logic of your application. Okay. So everything we will write it inside the app.jsx. Okay. All the components, all the pages, routes. Okay. So first of all, we will create the routes. For routes, we will use React router DOM. So you will learn how to create the routes inside the React lead project, and you will also learn how to create dynamic routes. Okay. So you will learn all the routes. Okay. In this project, from here we will copy this command and we will Control+C, stop the project, and install the React router DOM. Okay. We will paste it and press enter. Added for package. Okay. And now we will run again by writing npm run dev. We will hide the terminal again, and now we will use the React router DOM. Here you can see inside the package.json file, we have the React router DOM. This under the dependencies. React router DOM has been inserted and installed. Okay, here we will create all the routes inside the app folder. For this purpose, first of all, we will enclose our app folder. We will enclose our app component inside the browser router component. Okay, you can say the tag browser router tag. Here I will import the browser router from the React router DOM, and we will enclose the app inside this browser router so that we will use the routes inside the app component. Okay, and we will remove the strict mode tags, and we will also remove the import statement for this. No need for the. Now we will open the app.jsx file, and now we will create all the routes. So first of all, here we will write the header. We will create the header component. Inside the components, we will create a new file. It will be inside the shared and the header.jsx. Now inside the components, we have shared folder. We will place all the components that we will create for our project inside this shared folder, and inside the UI we have the Shadcn components. Okay, so all the components related to the Shadcn will be placed inside the UI automatically, and we will create all the projects inside the shared. Okay, here we will write RFCE. We will save it, and now we will use it here. Control plus space, and we will get the suggestion. We will import it, and after this header, as we want the header for all the routes, that's why we have write the header outside the routes. So here we will write the routes tag, and inside the routes we will create the route for the home page. Okay, route imported, and we will import the routes as well. Route and routes from react.dom. Path will be as it will be a home page. That's why we will write path slash, and element that will be the component or page render on this slash endpoint. It will be home. We will import the we will first of all we will create this home page. Inside the SRC we will create the pages and the pages folder and the home page, home.jsx file, RFCE. We have pages folder and then the home page. Now we will import the home here from the pages home, the correct import. Okay, here inside the home we will write all the components that will be used for the for our home page, like hero section and others. Okay, if we have other than hero, then we will write those as well. So first of all, before the hero page, we will complete the header component. We will minimize the sidebar, and now we will create the header. So for the header, first of all, we will create a tag with the name of header, and we will import the link from React router DOM. Link has here, if you hover the cursor upon to, then you will get the details. So to is a property, or you can say props. Okay, can be a string or a partial path. Okay, for setting the path. Okay, so the path will be slash, And here we will write the classes, and here inside the link tag we will write a div tag. Inside the div we will write a icon from Lucid React. Lucid React is a icons library that has been installed with the Shadcn. Okay, when we install the Shadcn, this Lucid React library has been installed automatically with the Shadcn. We will open side by side. Here, if we save, if we reload the page, so first of all, for the plane, we will write with 6. Height will be 6 as well. We will save it, and here you can see we have a beautiful icon. So here we will write after the div, we will write a span tag, and we will write the logo name, that is trip body. After this, the link tag we will write buttons and profile. We will import the button. We open the button here, then we will get the suggestion. Automatically control plus space, and we are getting the suggestion. From here, we will leave this previous text. Okay, so as we have successfully imported the button, we will close this button from here, and you can also import the button manually by writing this line. Okay, and here inside the button I will write plus icon, you can see, and here I will write create trip, and we have two buttons, create trip and the login button. Okay, plus and create trip. After this we will write the second button, that will be, here we will write user icon from Lucid React, and here we will write login. Perfect. And now we will style our header. So our header will be background white, border bottom, and we will write border color, that will be gray, and then we will give padding. Background color, border color, padding from x-axis and y-axis. Then the custom class that we have created in index.css file, flex between, and the absolute position from top 0, left 0, and right 0. Width will be full and z index will be 50. Okay, you got that. And after this, for this logo, I will write here, I will write flex and item center only, and gap x as well. Cursor will be pointer. After this, we will write for this div will be background indigo 600, background indigo 600, and padding will be 1.5. It will be enough, and rounded will be large. That is border radius. Okay. We can also write the color that we have created. Destructive. We have edited this color inside our in index.css file. Okay. So we will use the destructive color. And after this, the plane will be with 6, height 6, and the text will be white. Oh, sorry, white. And here you can see the styling has been applied. This color spelling should be destructive. Okay, perfect. Now after this, we will write classes for span. And this span will be, first it will be hidden, then flex, font will be bold, color will be 900 or okay, capitalize, right? After this, the buttons will be flex gap x4, gap x8, and this button will be variant outline. Classes will be margin top will be 1. We will keep it in center, border gray 300, and we will not change the border color. Background transparent. Okay. After this, for plus icon, we will not write nothing, and this button will be inside our div, because we will show either the user profile or the login button. Okay, with conditional operator. Okay, so first of all, for now we will display only the login button, and here we will write flex margin top 1, and this button will be pluses, and variant will be destructive. Variant will be destructive, and classes will be we will give classes as padding x5. For override, we will write this exclamation mark. Okay, and if we check here, we are getting the border radius, so we will add in the border inside the components UI button, this Shadcn button. For default, we will use multi-cursor. Let me write from here. Okay. These 6 buttons and 6 cursors. Okay. We will press the button end key, and we are at the end of the classes, and here we will write rounded. And I think we have the class for rounded already, so we will write only cursor pointer, and the border will be okay. Here we have the border. Maybe changing this border radius, we will get the rounded or all the buttons. Okay, perfect. So we are getting rounded full for all these buttons. And now we will go for our hero section, and this header is looking great for the mobile screen as well. As you can see, for mobile screen iPhone, it's looking great. Now we will create the hero section. We will close the header, we will close the main as well, and we will go inside the home. We will close the index.html as well, no need for this. Here inside the home, we will create a component hero and we will add it here inside the home. Hero.jsx. We will create the component so that in case in future if you want to increase your home page, I mean after the hero section you want to add features or blogs or any section after this hero section, then you can add. Okay, that's why I created a separate component. Otherwise, if you want only the heroes section inside the home page, then you can directly write all these things that we will return inside this div. You can add all these things directly in the home page. Okay, if you want to remain the UI as same, the single hero page. Okay, so but I will create a separate hero component and I will edit it. Here inside the hero, we will write a section, and in this section we will create blobs, decorative blobs. And here we will write a div tag, and the classes will be actually this div will be self closing tag. We will use self closing tag, and inside the classes we will add absolute and all other necessary classes. Let me copy and then I will explain you. So it has absolute top 0 from left 0. Absolute is the position absolute, and top 0, if you hover on the class, each class, it will show a pop-up and it will explain you what this specific class do. Okay, so if you hover on absolute, it will show you position absolute, and from top 0 left 0, width will be 96, height will be 96, and background rounded border radius, mix blend multiply filter blur opacity animate blob. Okay, so we will copy down these 3 divs and we will add the more classes, like we will change the color, and here I will copy and paste as well, and the third blob will be you can check here. Here I have added different colors, and then border radius, mix blend, filter, all the classes are same. Let me delete this animate class. We will not animate it, but you can do as per your own. Okay, I will not going to animate the blobs. And here if you can see, let me save it, and here we will add, here inside the section we will write minimum height screen, that will be 100 vh, and we will give classes as relative, overflow hidden, background linear from indigo 50 to blue 100, and flex center and padding from y axis. Okay, we will save it, and if I can show you here, we are getting nothing here, but when we will I think we have not added this hero inside our homepage. That's why we are getting nothing. Here we will add the hero component first. Okay. Now you can see we are getting the result. After these blobs, we will write a div, and inside this div, we will write all the content. For our user section like design your dreams, get in seconds, we will copy this. And here inside this div, we will create another div inside this container and a span tag. This span tag will be a self-closing tag. And after this, we will write another self-closing tag. We will format it, and here we will write here I will write AI powered first. This one, AI powered travel agent variant 2.0, and these three divs and spans are for this animation effect and this button, you can say, okay, for this purpose. After this, we will write a hashtag also here. This hashtag will contain this text. Okay, we will write it here. Format the document. Let me show you. Okay, we will correct it like this. After this h1 tag, we will write a p tag. In this p tag, we will copy this text. After this p tag, we will write a button. We have the button, and we will import this button from UI. And inside this button, we will write start planning, and an icon. The icon will be from React icons. So for that purpose, we will create and we will install the React icons. You can write npm I, either you can write npm install npm I React icons, and we will install it. We will run our project again by writing the command npm run, and we will import the icon. It will be for arrow, right, and long. Okay, we will import this icon from the React icons for 6. We will select control space, and we will get the import suggestion. We will import it, and here you can see. After this button, we will write another div for these 3 icons. We will add the icon. Okay. We will get this structure div, and inside this div, we will get a plane. And here you can see we have plane will have classes. Sorry, it will have a size property. Size will be 24. After this div, we will write a span smart routes. Okay. And after giving the styling, we will copy and paste it 2 more times. Okay. Now we will give classes to our this container div. Here we will write relative, and then we will write z index. Max width will be 4xl. Margin from x-axis, padding, and text will be center. Padding from x-axis. This div will be inline flex, items center, space from x-axis will be 2, and background white. Inline flex, item center, space, background white, backdrop blur, padding, border radius, margin bottom, border, shadow, and animate. Okay. This one is a custom class. We will remove it. Okay. After this div tag, we will have a span tag, and in it will be relative and flex and height 3. Width will be 3. If I show you the output, here inside this span, we will write okay, animate ping, absolute, inline flex, height full, width, border radius, background opacity. And this span will be relative and inline flex. Border radius, height, background. Okay. If I show you in live screen, I think we are getting some error here. Let me inspect. Plane is not defined. Okay. We will define the plane from Lucid React. Okay. Here you can see the output. Okay. So we were here. Here we will write for AI powered travel agent. We will write text will be small, font medium, text indigo 600. We will make it 900. After this, we have h1 tag. This h1 will be text 5xl, and we will give some other classes as well. Text, font extra bold, text transparent, background clip, background linear. This one is a gradient and from and to property, and then margin bottom tracking. Tracking is the letter spacing. As you can see, here we can see letter spacing. Leading tight, it will be line height maybe. Okay, line height. Animate fade in up, animate animation delay 100. Okay, you can see the animation. Perfect. Animate fade in up. Okay, we will remove these animate classes, but you can create them and use them in your project if you want. Okay. After this, we will write the button. This button will have classes. group, we will make it a group, and relative, position relative, and inline flags, item center, justify center. We will make it a single class, that is our custom class inside the index.css. Padding, text size, font bold, that is font weight. Okay. Text color, transition, duration, background color, border radius, focus, focus ring, and hover, and the shadow. Okay. After this start planning, we will write for arrow right long. It will have pluses, padding 3, background white, and border radius. Okay. As this is our this is the start of our project, that's why I am explaining all the classes. Like this one is the padding, this one is the background color, and this one is the border radius. For those who are new or don't know about Tailwind CSS, okay, that's why I am explaining all the classes. After this section, I will not explain all the classes. So each and every type of learner, viewer will get all the stuff. Okay. After this arrow icon, let me check for arrow right long. It will be we will give classes as margin left will be 2, width will be 5, and height will be 5. Important. And group hover will be translate x will be 1, and transition will be transform. Okay. Perfect. And here we will write, after this button we will write a div, and this div will be margin top 12, and we will make it a grid, so all the 3 icons will get proper space equally. G column 3, gap will be 4, color will be gray 500, and text size will be SM. Okay. After this we will make it a flex column, item center, and this div will be padding 3, background white, rounded to XL, shadow, margin bottom, and text indigo. Okay. And the plain size is 24, and this span will have no classes, and we will copy down this div 2 times more, and it will be $sign from Lucid React, and it will be here we will write a heart sign. We will import it from Lucid React. Okay. If you can see, here we have the classes perfectly aligned. But here we will give classes to our p tag. I think the p tag is causing problem before this button, this p tag. This p tag will be text size and some margin. Text color, margin bottom, max width, and margin from x-axis is auto. Okay. We will save it, and now it's looking great. Now here we will write budget control, and it will be personalized. You can control the budget inside your trip plan with this application, and smart routes and personalized. You can check your history of plans, which plans you have created for the tour plans. Okay, we will save it, and after this hero section, if you can see it, it's looking clean and professional for the large screen as well, and for the mobile screen as well. Perfect. We will close the hero section, and after this we will create the route for create trip. Okay, create trip, and we will create a page with the name of create trip. Okay, we will create the folder, and we have already created the pages folder. We will add file create trip.jsx rfce. We will save it. We will import it. Right now we will apply a unclick function to our button here. First of all, we will create the navigate. We will use the navigate hook. Const. We will create a variable of navigate. Use navigate hook, and we will use this hook inside the button. Inside this button, we will write on click. Navigate to the create trip. Then we will click this button. Okay. And now we are on inside the create trip button. Okay. We'll close the hero section, and here we write margin top 33, and here you can see we are inside the create trip page, and here is our route / create trip. This route is coming from here. Okay, / create trip. Okay, now we will create our page, the create trip, and here inside the create trip we will write a div that we have already. Inside this div we will write here inside the create trip. We will create a div inside this parent div, and first of all we will create a progress bar, and here we can write a container. Here we will write a progress bar. This progress bar will be, if we click on start planning, this one, this will be the progress bar. Okay, and this will be the, these are will be the steps, and this will be the content. Okay, so first of all we will create the progress bar, and for this we will create a div. Another div. In this div will be set closing, and here we will write inside this progress bar we will create classes as height 2, background indigo 100, and width 5. After this div will be height full and background indigo 600, transition all, duration 500, ease out, and we will give some extra classes with the help of style, and here we will write the width will be according to the steps. So first of all we will create the state for the steps. So we will have 3 steps. So we will import the use state snippet, and we will write the step. Set step default will be 1, first step. Okay, we will also create some use states as well for the loading. Use state snippet loading. Loading will be false, and we will also create a use state for the form data. And set form data, it will be an object, and we will use destination, days, etc. Let me update first. Destination will be null, number of days, or you can say the days only. Let me add it complete. Number of days complete. Traveler, couple, or family or friends. Okay, we can choose from these options, and the option for budget as well. Okay, now here we will write when we will use the state step. Here we will write width as the steps grows, like the step is first or second or the third, then we will give the width according to the steps. Like here you can see the width is approximately 33%, then for second step it will increase to 66, and then will be 100. Okay, approximately. And here the width will be according to the steps. So we will use backticks, and we will use $sign, and here we will write as if step, we will divide the step by 3 because we will have 3 steps, and we will multiply it by 100. And here we will use the percentage sign. Okay, now we are giving width according to the steps. Okay, here we will multiply it by 100, and this percentage sign will be here. We will write it like this inside the backticks. Okay, perfect. Now we will give classes to this main div, to this form. Here we will write classes as maxpad container and flux center, adding top, height 100 bh, and that is height screen. And for the container we will write width full, and we will give the max width. We will set the width as 3xl. Maximum width, minimum height will be 86. Viewport height and minimum height for small screen 80. Viewport height. Background white. Border radius, shadow, border color, overflow hidden, flex, and flex coning. Okay, perfect. If we save this, then we are getting this beautiful form. Okay, and here we can write as a comment planner form view. Okay, here after this progress bar we will write the main div for the content and the steps for all these things and these steps. Okay, we have created this div. First of all, here we will write the steps. these steps will be, if we open this, and you can see this will be the structure of the steps. We will achieve this styling. Here inside the steps we will write. Here we will create a div and another div. We will write the this div will be the set closing div, and this main div will have classes as it will be a flex column. First we will show the steps and then we will show this form. Okay, so it will be a column. Here we will give some padding for small screen, padding 5, and then we will give padding as 12. Flex column, flex 1, and then the steps indicator. And this div will be flex center, and space X will be 2, margin bottom will be 8, and this div will be as we will make it we will achieve this. We are giving tailwind classes conditionally, and the UI will updates automatically when steps changes. Okay, so that's why we wrote inside the braces, and let me show you here the result. And here we will write the dynamic styling by using we will map 3 steps, and here we will write, we will use for each step we will write for each step there is a div, and we will pass a key as well. Key will be this step and classes will be oh sorry, we will go back to here, and we will move only this div, not including this curly braces. We will move only this div. Okay, now we are not getting any error. Okay, no mistake here. And here we will write after this flex, actually it will be, we will give it a height first, border radius, transition all, duration 300 will be enough, and then we will give classes conditionally. Here we will write these will be backticks. We will remove these quotes and we will write backticks. Okay, we will use the backticks, and here inside this div we will write we will enclose these classes in a curly braces as well. Okay, we will write it like this, and here we will write if the step is equal to this step, and we will use the key as step, and if this step is equal to this step, if it is first step, second step, or third step, then with 8, background indigo 600. Otherwise, if step is greater than current step, then it will be 2, background indigo 600. Otherwise, width will be 2. and background will be gray 200. Okay, perfect. After this div, we will write a div for all the 3 steps. Here I will write, we will make it flex1, flex and flex column. Padding top will be 2. For large screen, it will be 12. Okay, flex will be 1. Here inside this div, we will write all the 3 steps. The first step will be destination and days. Here we will write if the step is equal to 1, then we will render a div. Okay, this div, and we will use another div. Then we will use the h3 tag for the heading. Heading, where is your destination, where is your next adventure. Okay, and then a p tag. We will copy this text. Here we will write, after this p tag, the div will be closed, and we will write a div for the destination input. This div will contain a label, and inside the label we will write destination. And after this destination, we will use the Google Places autocomplete input. For using the Google Places, here you can see if we search for London, then you can see we are getting the list according to the city that we have written in this input. We are getting all the suggestions according to this input. And we are getting this list from the Google Places autocomplete library, and we will use that one. Here if we write Google Places autocomplete, then here you can see npm. This one is the React Google Places autocomplete library. React Google Places autocomplete, and install the latest version, how we can install it, and use the component, how you can use this component, and documentation. Okay, we will use this. Why we are using this React Google Places autocomplete library? And because it provides a component Google Places autocomplete that makes it easy to add a Google Places autocomplete input in your application like this. Okay, and it's much efficient and much useful, so that's why we will use it, and it also will work fine in 2026. So for our project it will work perfectly. So we will install this. We will copy this command, getting started, then we will Control C and Control V. We will install it, and if it asks for the, because we are using the latest React Beat package, maybe it asks for it's installed with no errors, no need for force installed. And let me start our project again. And now here what we will do, we will copy this Google Place Autocomplete. Here we will write Google Place Autocomplete. It's giving suggestion. We will import it. Otherwise, you can manually copy and paste. Okay. It's importing from React Google Place Autocomplete. Okay. We will use it here, and it has a property API key prop. Okay. API key is a prop here, and we will pass the API key here. So first of all, we will get the API key. We will get the API key for the Google Places. Here, first of all, we will go to the Google, and here we will search Google Cloud. Okay. We will go to the Google Cloud, and here we have cloud.google.com. We will go to the Google Cloud, and here we will go to the console. So what is Google Cloud? Google Cloud is a computing platform that provides servers, databases, APIs, storage, and AI services over the internet. We can do a lot of stuff with the help of Google Cloud services. So first of all, we will go to the API and services. Here we will go to the enable API and services. Here he is asking for Google Cloud Access blocked. You have to enable the two-step verification. So by clicking on the go to settings, you can enable the two-factor authentication. Okay, but I will select my another account that I have already created, and actually it will be free for your small projects and for limited usage. That will be more than enough for your development purposes. And in the free tier, you have to give your payment method, give your bank account details as well, and they will not charge until you will manually update your tier from free tier to paid tier. Okay, so in the free plan, you will not be charged whether you have provided your payment details like your ATM card. Okay, so here I will here we are inside the enable APIs and services. Then you will enable the two-factor authentication. Then you will be able to access this API and services, enable API and services, this page. Okay, and here you can see, from here you can create a project, but I have already created a project. I will use that one, Battery AI. If you have already created a project, then you will get the new project button here. Okay, otherwise I think you will get here in place of select a project, you will get the button new project. Okay, you will create the new project with some very simple steps. Okay, and you have to add your payment details, and they will not going to charge you in free tier. Okay, until you manually update your plan from free tier to paid. Okay, so for the development purposes, the free tier will be enough for you. I will click on my project, and here you will enable the APIs like Places API, new Places API. You can enable the geocoding, geolocation here by searching Places API. Like if I search Places API, then you can see Places API and Places API new. If we go to Places API, then you will get the options for enable it. Okay, I have already clicked on enable button. That's why I am getting API enabled. Okay, you have to enable it in order to use this, and you have to enable the Places API new as well, and you can enable the geocoding and geolocation as well. Geocoding API and geolocation API. Okay, enable them, and after enabling them, you will go to the credentials. Inside the credentials, you will get all the API keys. If you have already created, then you will get all those API keys here as well. Okay, I have created only this one, and this one is the default API key. This maps platform API key. Okay, if you have not created, then you can create API key from here by clicking on create credentials. Okay, and API key. Okay, I will go to the edit API key. Inside edit API key, you have options to application restrictions, the name for this API key, and API restrictions, restrict key, 5 APIs. I am using these 5 APIs. Maps SDK for Android, Maps Embed API, Places API new, Maps JavaScript API. Okay, and then you can save. Okay, I will copy my API key from here and copy it, close, and I will create a .env.local file here in the root directory. Here I will create the with Google Places API key. I will paste it here, and here I will write with Google Places API key. I will save it and will access it from this .env.local file. Okay, here we can create const Places API key import .meta.env sorry with Google Places API key. Okay, and we will use this variable here in the create trip. Here I will write this is API key. Okay, we will use it, and after this, let me check here and let me close this. We will also close it as well. You can read the documentation from here, and I will close it. Here our page is reloading, and here our page is reloaded, and here when you will search for any city, like if you search Mumbai, then you will get all the places autocomplete suggestions. Okay, you can search for Lahore, you can search for London. Perfect, great. Now we will move to our another label, that is for days. After this label and this Google Places autocomplete, we will write a div. There that div will be a grid, and inside this grid we will create a label, and inside this label I will write how many days. Let me check how many days. Okay, and we will create this beautiful input. Here we will write after the label, we will write the icon that is calendar from Lucid React. Icon is imported, and we will give it some classes, and we will, we will use the input tag. In this input tag, we will write type will be numbers, minimum will be 1, and after minimum we will write max will be 5, and placeholder will be 1. Okay, value will be form data form data dot numbers, number of days, this one, this state. Okay, and we will also create a handle input change function as well. The handle input change function will be here, const handle input change. We will take name and value pair. This pair will have a set form data. We will use settle function, and we will copy the previous value with the help of form data, and then we will replace it with new value by using name value pair. Okay, we will save it, and we will also check the current value with the help of a useFact function. This useFact function will be executed whenever the form data value will be changed. Okay, what actually useFact hook does, it executes whenever this value will be changed. If we not write anything here, then it will be executed only once when the page gets loaded. Okay, if we write here console.log, and we will check the form data value. Okay, we will log it, we will run it whenever the form data value will be changed. Okay, this one is for only testing purpose. We will remove after checking it. Okay, after testing it. Form data dot number of days. Here we will write after the value we will write on change function. We will take the event, and we will use the handle input change. Number of days will be e dot target dot value. Okay, this one will be value, and this one will be name. Okay, it will become a name value pair. Okay, here we will create some classes. We will give the classes will be block width, padding left, padding right, padding y. Okay, I am not going to explain each class anymore, because from starting of this project I have explained a lot of classes. You should test them by yourself. Okay, after this closing input tag, we have these divs. Okay, here before the calendar we will create another div as well, so that we will enclose the calendar and input in between this div. Okay, Alt Shift F. Oh, sorry, let me do it manually. We will select this, and we will press tab. Okay, perfect. And here we will We can style this div. Here we will write classes as grid and build column 1. Oh, sorry. After this gap 4 and padding top 2. Okay. And this label will be text SM on medium and margin left will be 1. And this div will be relative, and this calendar will be absolute. From left it will be 3. We will auto save for this front end, left 3, and from top it will be 3. Height will be 5, width will be 5, and text gray will be 400. We will save it, and here we have a perfect input. We can style this step 1, and here we can we have space y will be 6 and this y will be 6 only. Okay, and this div will be text center and margin bottom will be 8. Okay, this h3 will be margin bottom 2 only. This p tag will have no plosive, and this for destination we will write space y4, and this label will have classes with full. And here we will write the placeholder as well. This placeholder will be search for a city bit, and search for a city placeholder. This placeholder is not applying because of some reason. Let me check. Here for the label we will write the classes will be text SM, and font will be medium, margin left will be 5, 1, margin left will be 1. Okay, and after this we have Google Places Autocomplete, API key, classes are with full, and placeholder also we have to give the classes as like it as here I will write comma, and here I will write after the API key. Here inside the select props I will write these things. So here we will write this property Google Places Autocomplete props, select props. We will use it. This Google Places Autocomplete library gives us this select prop property. We will use it, and with the help of this we will use placeholder and the class names. Okay, and here it will be colon. Here we are getting some errors maybe. Here we will write it like without curly braces. We will save it, and here we are getting the search for a city. Perfect. After this, inside the select props we will use the value. The value will be form data dot destination. Inside the state of form data state, we have budget, destination, number of days, and traveler. We will use the destination here in the Google Places. After this destination, we will use the onChange method, onChange property. Here inside the onChange, we will take the value and we will use the handle input change function, and we will pass the name. Name will be obviously destination, and the value will be value that we have taken here. Okay, value, and we will paste the comma. We will pass the comma and we will save it. After this, we will if I show you here, if we inspect and if we go to the console, if we clear it from here, and here if we write, like if we write Sydney, then you can see the destination. Inside the destination we have Sydney, label, value. Okay, we can use the destination dot label. We can use this, and we can also use the destination dot value dot description or dot night substrings or place id. We can use all these properties. Okay, and the terms. Okay, and overall we have budget, destination, number of days, and traveler. Then we will change these days to 2. Then you will get the value here. Inside the number of days we are getting the 2. Okay, it's mean our handle input change function is working fine. Okay, use fact is working, and the form data state is working absolutely perfect. Okay, after this days and the destination, we will write the second step. So the second step will be step 2, and it will be a budget. We will write step is equal to 2, and if the step is equal to 2, then render this div. Okay, like we have used the step state here. Okay, if step is equal to 1, then render this div. Let me correct it. Okay, like this. If step is equal to 1, then render this div from 50 to 76, this div. And if the step is equal to 2, then render this div. Okay, so we will use the second step. Inside the second step, we will write and div and the h3 tab. Okay, we will copy this, and here we will paste text center, and we will not give the margin button here. Inside the second step, if we go to the second step in our deployed version, we have this UI. What's your budget? Okay, here I will write what's your budget. We will find spots that match your wallet. Inside the p tag, budget friendly, moderate, luxury. Here I will write the classes for this div. We will give classes to this second step div. Space, we will give space as space y8, and here data center and margin bottom will be 2. Here we will write text gray 500 or same as it. Okay, after this p tag, the div will be closed, and we will write another div. We will map through the budget options. The budget options we will get from the assets, and here we have nothing inside the assets folder, but we will get it if we go to the SRC assets, and here I will copy and paste the assets file here. You will get this file. You will get this assets inside the YouTube description of this video. You will get a Google Drive link. Okay. If you want the whole source code, then you can also get the source code link as well inside the description. Okay. Here I will write, if we open the assets file here, we will import the budget options. We will import the travel options. Okay. Inside the budget option, we have ID, label, icon, and the classes. Okay. We will map through these budget options. Imported, map, option. We will return a button with key will be option.id and unclick. We will use handle input change. We will write name and the value op.id, option.id. ID is budget, moderate, and luxury. Okay. After this unclick, we will use the classes. We will give classes as padding 4, border, radius, and some dynamic classes with backticks and the conditional classes padding 4, rounded XL, that is border radius, border, transition, flux center, flux column, gap. And if the form data.budget is equal to this ID, then it will be highlighted. As you can see here, if we click on budget friendly, then it will be highlighted as this border indigo, background, shadow, and the scale. You can see the scale has been updated, upgraded, or you can see an increased. Okay, scale increased. Otherwise, border gray, red, and hover effect. You can see hover. After this, inside this button, we will write the icon and the value. We will write a div, and inside this div, we will write the icon. Icon will be option dot icon. As you can see here, when we write option dot, then we are getting icon and ID and the label. We will select the icon, and after this div, we will write the h5 tag with font bold, class, and option dot label. In order to view the output, we have to add the buttons and their, according to these buttons, their logic. So we can jump to the second step and third step. Okay. So we can view the result for this second step and third. Okay. So first of all, we will create the navigation. Navigation will be here after the last div. Here we will write the navigation. Here you can see these are the steps, and these are steps indicators. After this closing div, we will write a div for the, oh sorry, here we will write navigation. Here will be the navigation, and after these steps. So before writing this Before writing the navigation, we will complete these 3 steps and we will jump manually to the second step by writing the default step number 2. Now we are jump to the second step, and when we will give 1, then you can see we are on the first step. This one is the second and this one is the third step. Okay, here I will write classes as we will make it a grid, like here we did. I will copy it and here I will paste grid columns. Initially it will be 2, and then after medium screen we will make them 3. We will display the 3 columns or large screen and gap 4. We will remove the padding top, or we can give the padding top. Okay, after this we will have button. We give the classes to this button, and this div will be we will give the classes dynamically. Let me write. These classes will be conditionally changed, padding 3, border radius, and if the form.budget is equal to the current selected option, then the background will be changed. Okay, perfect. That's working great. Right, and after this we will write the step 3. The step 3 will be after this. Here we will write step 3. Step 3 will be traveler and types. Traveler type, and here we will write if the step is equal to 3, then render this div. Okay, this one, and here we will write step 3, and here we will manually update the step, and we are on step 3. Okay, here inside the step 3, inside this div we will write a div we can hit step 3, Control Z, and let me remove this, and we will copy the stuff from here. Okay, I think we made some mistake. We will copy this, Control X, we will cut it from here, and we have to write this after this closing braces. After this, okay, here I will write, here we will paste it, and we will copy this main div for step 2 inside this step 3. If we shift plus tab, we will move to here, and here we will paste inside this. We have copied step 2, nothing else, and we will edit this as per our needs. Space Y will be 8, and text will be center, margin bottom 2. And what about step 3? Who are you traveling with? And here we will edit the text. Who are you traveling with? We will remove this double question mark. Who are you traveling with, and customize your experience. We will edit it for step 3. After this p tag, we have grid column 2, for large screen grid column 3, and for Excel we will write grid column 4. Okay, like here inside the deployed variant we have 4 grid columns. So let me go here, and we have updated the third step. And why we are not getting the step is equal to 3. Okay, perfect. Who are you traveling with? This need to be added because we have copied it from step 2. Okay, we will change it. And grid column 4. Okay, it will be 4 when we change this to traveler options. Okay, traveler options. We will save it, and now we are getting the perfect. And here it will be option.id, and inside this button and on click function it will be traveler. Other things will be same, common and classes. And here we will write form data dot traveler here as well. If we save it, and here inside this button we have a span for icon. Let me change it to a span, and the classes will be only size text 3xl option dot icon. And after this span we will create a h5 tag, a div, and inside this div we will write h5 and a p tag. Okay, inside this p tag we will write option dot description. Okay, and perfect. We have the title as well, so here we will write title. We have title, id, icon, description. We will save it, and if we have any classes for this div, then we will write here we have font bold, and for the description we will write opacity 70. Opacity 70, and we will write, we have p tag, div, button. Okay, after this we will write the navigation here. We will complete the navigation. Inside the navigation we will write a button inside this div. Inside this button we will write back. We have 2 buttons, one for back and one for next, continue and generate plan. We will change the text dynamically or conditionally. Okay, here we will write after this button one more button, and the text will be conditionally. We will write if the step is equal to 3, then do what? Then the text will be generate plan. Otherwise the text will be continue. And control D, and here we will write if the step is equal to 3, then we will change the icon as well. We will display the icon check circle, and it will be from Lucid React. Otherwise the icon will be arrow right. Pluses will be margin left will be 2, width 5, height 5. We will copy these classes and paste them for the check circle as well. Here we are getting the buttons, and here we will write The classes for this div will be flex between, padding top will be 6, border top, border gray 100, and this div will be, we will write the classes conditionally. If the step is equal to 1, then it will be invisible. Okay. Here you can see if we can't go back, but I will explain later on. Here inside the back, we will give the on-click property as well, and here we will create a function handle back. Here we will write const handle back, and we will copy down, and we will create another function as well. It will be handle next, and we will apply this function to these buttons, back and for the generate plan. Okay, and for this back button and for this generate plan button. Okay, here we will write inside the on click, and for this button we will write as well handle next, and the classes, first of all we will give the disabled property, disabled if the step is equal to 1 and the destination, and if no destination value, then it will be disabled. Okay, I will explain you, don't worry. Here inside the disabled we will write if the step is equal to 1 and the destination value is not present, then the button will be disabled. For example, if we go back, and here we have destination and we have the days, both values. That's why we are getting the continue button in working condition. Okay, but if I reload, here you can see the button is disabled because we have not provided the destination and the days. This logic explains this. Okay, this will handle this. Okay, this logic. Okay, here if the step is equal to 1 and destination is not present, then it will be disabled. If step is equal to 1 and the number of days is not present, okay, not selected or not provided. If the step is equal to, and let me make it to first the default one, and here I need to complete the handle back and handle next first. Here inside the handle back we will write if step is greater than 1, then do what? Then set step will be step minus 1. Okay, and for handle next we will write if step is less than 3, then do what? Then set step will be, then we will add 1 in previous step value, otherwise we will call the generate trip function. Let me create this generate trip. Oh sorry, Control C, and here we will initialize the generate trip function, and we will complete it later when that time comes. Okay, here we have completed handle back and handle next functions, and we will apply these functions here. Currently we are getting some errors as well. If we go to the console, Arrow right is not defined. Arrow right, we will import it from Lucy Direct. Perfect. Now you can see we are not getting the back button, we only getting the continue button. Okay, and we will complete the logics for the next button. On click will be handle next, and we will provide the destination. For example, if we give London and days will be 2, then it will be clickable. Okay, it's clicking, and back button is also working. And let me give the styling to these 2 buttons as well. The styling will be these 2 buttons. For the next button, here we will write classes as we will change the classes conditionally. So it will be flex item center padding from x-axis from y, border radius, font bold, and it will be changed when the step is equal to 1 and the destination is not present, and if the step is equal to 1 and number of days are not there, and if the or the it means or step is equal to 2 and budget is not, or step is equal to 3 and traveler value is not, then provide these classes, otherwise these one. Okay, so we have destination and we have days, that's why the button is clickable, but when we will remove this days, then the button is disabled. Okay, we will continue. When we clicked, the button is clickable, back button is also working, and here when we click the solo traveler, then the generate plan, and before the text was continue, and now the text and icon has been changed for the step 3. Okay, because of this logic, if the step is equal to 3, then check circle, and the generate plan text, if the step is equal to not, if step is not equal to 3, then the continue, and the arrow right icon. Okay, we will save it, and let me check for this first button. It will have classes as well. The classes will be I think I have already given the classes. Here you can see the classes. Okay, we will save it, and if we click on generate plan, then nothing will happen because we have not applied the, we have not completed the generate plan function. Handle generate, I think. Okay, here generate trip. Okay, and here you can see inside the console we have the values. We clicked on moderate budget, we clicked on solo traveler, but if we click on couple, then you can see here we are getting the traveler couple. Destination, we clicked on London, that's why we are getting London. Budget is moderate. Okay, perfectly working. And after this we will let me go upward. Here we will write the generate trip function. Inside the generate trip we will write if not form data dot destination or it's or operator. Okay, or form data dot number of days are not available, then or form data dot budget, and the fourth is form data dot traveler. In case any of these values are not present, then do what? Then toast. And we will import the toast first from the Sonar. Here we will go to components, and inside the components we will install the Sonar. Okay. If I click on show toast, then you can see it will display like this. Okay. We will install it. For npm, we will copy the command and Control C, paste, and here you can see add the poster component inside the main root layout component, that in our case will be app.jsx. Okay. So here we will run our npm run dev. We will run our project, hide the terminal. Inside the app, we will import the toaster. Toaster from Sonar. Right. We will save it, and here we will import the toast from Sonar. Toast.error, and the error message will be we will write here, please fill all details. Please fill all details. We will save it, and here we will check if form data dot number of days are greater than 5, then we will create a toast. It will be error. Here writing the toast and dot, you will see all the methods like apply method, arguments, bind, call, custom, error. We will use the error, and here you can also see the success. Okay. We will use dot error method, and here we will write AI can create AI can currently generate up to 5 days only for the trip. Okay. And here we will write a return, and we will write the return here as well. Okay. And we will use the set loading. Here we will write set loading to true. First of all, we will check these conditions, and if it pass, then we will make the set loading to true. Okay. And then after this, we will write all the logic for the prompt and the generate trip function. Okay. So first of all, we will check till here if it's working or not. Let me go to here, and here you can see it's loading. We will write London. Oh, sorry. Let me maybe console.log, move it upward, and we will delete this use that. I will save it, and here I will write London. We will use 2 days. Actually, we can't go with if the value is not present. Okay, but it's better to check this thing twice. Okay. We also created logic here for the button disabled. If the value is not present, then the button will not be available to click. Okay. For example, let me check for here. We will check this for number of days. Let me write here. If I write 6, if I click on continue, and if I click on budget friendly, continue, solo traveler, and here if we inspect console, and here if I click on generate plan, then you can see AI can currently generate up to 5 days only. Okay, it's mean our logic is working fine. And in case if I and here you can see the console is not triggered. Okay, we are not getting the form data values here inside the console, and we get the toast error as well. If I go back, and here if I write 5 days, 4 days, and click on continue, and if I click on generate plan, then you can see we getting the console. Okay, here you can see budget, destination London, number of days for traveler solo. Okay, all the 4 values. Okay, we will close this, and in case of loading, we will show a toast. We will show our loading page as well with beautiful animations. And if I show you again here, if I generate plan, oh sorry, we have to log in first. We will apply the we will add the logic for Google authentication as well, but first we will complete the mm, all of the things like Google, Gemini, and prompts. We will handle the Google authentication later on. Okay. I will click on the account, and here you can see we have the loading screen. Okay, we will get this one as well. Here we will create this loading screen. For that we will write here a logic. Here we will write if loading before this return and planner form view, we will write if loading, then do what, then return. Here we will write our div. Inside this div we will create another div, and we will create a beautiful loading page. This div will have the classes as minimum height screen. We will set the height, background color, flex column, item center, justify center. Okay, these things. Flex center, flex column, padding 4, and this div will be relative. Inside this div we will create a self-closing div, and the pluses will be absolute, position absolute, inside 0, background, border radius, animation, and opacity. Okay, after this div we will create another div for the loader icon, loader 2 from Lucid React, and the classes will be width 12, height 12, and text color, and the animation. This div will be relative, background white, padding 4, border radius, shadow excel. After this second div we will write h2 tag, and inside this h2 tag we will write curating your trip to. Curating your trip to we will get the location from the form data. Form data dot destination dot label and dot split first comma. Okay, we will get the location and we will split it from the first comma. If I can show you, let me check the console. And here we have this one, destination dot label and dot split from where, from this comma. Okay, so we will get the London only. Okay, we can also get the first from here as well. Form data dot destination dot value dot terms first dot value. Okay, you can get it from here as well. Okay, but we will get from here with the help of split. Okay, the split, and after this we have it will be after this here. Okay, it will be here. We will write dot split like this, and after this we will put some dots. They will be displayed as like this. Okay, as like they are. After this h2 we will write a p tag, and inside the p tag we will display some paragraph. The line will be AI is finding the best hotel and hidden gems. For the h2 tag we will write margin top 8, text will be 2xl. 2xl will be equal to 24 pixel. Let me check if we have 24 pixel. h3, we will use h3 tag. We have 26 pixel. Oh, here we will use the h3 tag. We will remove this text to xl, and here we will write font bold and text gray. We will use the text gray color. And the p tag will be margin top 2, and text gray will be 500. Animate pulse. We will save it, and let me show you. If we check the London, we select the days, budget friendly, group all plans, generate plan. Here you can see a perfect loading screen. Okay, here we can see login with Google, test account, start planning, login success post. We write here New Delhi, India, 2 days, budget friendly, continue, solo traveler, generate plan. Perfect. Much close to this one. Okay, so we will go back, and here I will write here after this loading screen we will complete the after the trip generated we will display this view trip page, but before the background job, the trip generate function, first of all we will complete that one, and then we will jump the user to the view trip, or you can say trip details page. Okay, so first of all we have to create the logic for the create trip, so we can generate the trip with the help of Google Gemini AI. Okay, so for that purpose we will go to the Google Gemini AI. So we will first go to the Google Gemini, then we will check the docs. AI Studio. Okay, the URL is aistudio.google.com. Okay, we will use the Google Gemini AI model to generate our trip. Okay, so we will explore the documentation. Gemini API and docs. Okay, by clicking on explore documentation. Here you can check the pricing as well. Free and paid, limited access to certain models, free input and output tokens, Google AI Studio access, content used to improve our products. Okay, that's mean your searches will be used for their development purposes to improve their products and improve their models. Okay, for the development purposes and for the for this application, this free tier is more than enough. Get started for free. So for now we will close the pricing section, and here we are inside the Gemini API docs. Go for quick start. Here, before you begin, you need a Gemini API key. If you don't already have one, you can get it for free in Google AI Studio. Okay, from here you can get an API key, and from here you can sign in. So first of all, we will sign in. You can also sign in from here. I have already created an account with this Gmail. You can create your account as well. The steps are very simple for creating an account, and for get an API key, you will click on here, get API key, and from there you can get the API key. And here you can create an API key. You can click here, and you can also create an project. You can create a project from here as well. I have the TripBuddy project created already. I will go for that one, and here I am inside the Predator. If I from here we can copy the API key and we can use it. For creating an API key, the process is very simple. From here you can also get an API key as well. Okay, so creating API key is very simple. Here you will click on create new API key. You will name your key. You will choose an important project. You can create a project from here as well. I have already created a project. The process is very simple. Don't worry, you can create a project with few details, and here you can name your key. Okay, and from here I will go inside the .env.local file. Here I will create a Gemini API key. Okay, and I will copy my key, copy it to clipboard, copied. I will use it here and paste it, save. I will close the .env file. Let me open it again. Okay, and from here we will go back to our Gemini API docs. I will close this tab, and here in the documentation I have logged in. We have got the API key as well. We got the API key, and we will go down here from sidebar, and we will click on migrate to generative AI SDK. Okay, we will click this one, and here you can see all the installation guide, and here they are nothing much important, but they are saying that before the process was this one, the old method, and this one is the new method. Okay, and they have mentioned before and after. Okay, so we will use the latest one. So for this purpose, we are using JavaScript and we will copy this one. Okay, we will copy and we will install the package here inside the terminal. Control C, close, paste, enter. We will install the Google Generative AI Gemini model. Okay, we will go to the chat. Okay, we will click this one, and here they are saying for the chat before start a chat and send a message to the model. Okay, so with this chat option, we will you can say we will start a chat and we will remain inside that chat. Okay, so the Gemini model will get to know that mm, he has to live in that chat. Okay, so he will, you can say in simple word that he will know go outside that chat. Okay, he will know how to respond and what he respond earlier. Okay, so for the chat we have before means old method and after means new method, latest method. Okay, so we will use this one, the latest one. So for this purpose we are using JavaScript and we will copy from here the sample code, and here from here we will run our project again, hide the terminal. For this configuration, as we are using this configuration as for the you can say client side, we will use this at inside our client, but this was built for the server side basically, but we with some few changings we will use it for the client and it will work much better for our purpose. Okay, so for the configuration of the Google Gemini, we will create a new folder here inside the root directory. We will write services, and inside the services we will create a file with the name of AI model. Also AI model.js, and actually this AI model folder will be this services folder will be inside the SRC. We will move it to the SRC folder, and let me minimize the pages folder and components assets. Here inside the services we will edit this name. We will write AI model.js and we will paste this code here that we have copied from the doc. Okay, so here we will edit it. We will edit it as per our needs. So first of all, here we have import Google Generative AI from Google Gen AI. We have installed it. Here you can see inside the package.json we have installed this dependency. Now we can import it and use it. Here we are initializing the const AI is equal new Google Generative AI, and we are providing the API key. We will provide the API key here. Here we will write the import statement for the lead Gemini API key. Okay, I will refresh my keys. That means you have to use your own keys by signing up. The signing up process is very simple. Don't worry about it. Only you have to provide your payment details only, and they will know. They will not going to charge you until you manually update your plan. Okay. Here I will write import dot meta dot AME for getting the environmental variables. inside the React. This one is the method. Okay, so before here you can see was written Gemini API key, and this method is for getting the API key from the backend, but we are not using any backend. We are using only pure React, pure client side application. Okay, so that's why we are doing all the configurations in client side. Okay, in React only. So const chat is equal ai.chats.create. We will create our chat, and here I will add some comment so you can understand it better. Initialize the chat session with history to enforce the JSON schema. Okay, const chat is equal ai.chats.create. Model will be Gemini 2. We will use 2.5 flash, and history will be role will be user, parts will be text hello, role will be model. Here inside the parts we will edit this text. Inside the text we will update this text with our prompt. Our prompt will be, if I show you, what will be generate a travel plan for location New York for 2 days for a couple traveler on economy budget. Okay, these things. After this parts and text, for the user role we have, for the role model, for model side the text will be, we will write the response here. And if I show you the Google AI Studio, here inside the Google AI Studio, if we go to the dashboard, and here if we chat with models, from here we can select the Gemini and models. We will use the model, select the model from here. Gemini 2.5 flash, we will use this one, and here we will write our prompt, start typing a prompt. We will paste our prompt. We have not copied the G for generate. Okay, and coordinates. Okay, this one is our prompt. If we run our prompt, then you can see model is generating the response in JSON format. He has created the response for us. Let me go upward. Here we have the JSON. Okay, coordinates, time to travel, time range, ticket price, image URL, activity name, description. Okay, theme, day number, activities, all the things. Day number, theme, activities, activity name, description, image URL, ticket price, time range, time to travel, coordinates. Okay, each and everything inside the itinerary array. Okay, it's an array, and he has provided hotels, 1 hotel, 2, and the 3 hotels. He has provided 3 hotels and provided a trip note as well. Perfect. So we can copy this response from here, and we will add it for the model. Okay, inside its text. Okay, if I show you here inside the let me give you large view. Inside the text we will write without double quotes, we will write JSON.stringify. Okay, JSON.stringify, we will use this method, and inside this we will write our response, this one that we have copied. For the model, here we will paste it inside the JSON.stringify. Perfect. And after this response, let me format it. Okay, Alt Shift F, format document, and after this response we will write main function to generate the trip. Main function to generate the trip, it will be export. We will write, let me delete this response too. We will use only one response here. And after this main function comment, I will write export const function generate trip with AI, and here we will take the dynamic prompt. So I will write dynamic prompt, and I will complete the function. Here we will add a try catch block. Inside this try catch block, it will be async, not const. We will use async await. Okay. No, the error has been gone indication. Here inside the try block, we will write, we use chat dot send message. Here you can see chat dot send message as per the chat documentation. So I think don't need for this comment, and here I will write cost result is equal await chat dot send message. Let me move it upward these two lines. Inside the try block, here I will write const response. Const response is equal to await chat dot send message. And here inside this we will write a message, and inside the message we will write dynamic prompt, okay, from the props. Okay, dynamic prompt. And here I will use, after this message, here we will write const text response is equal response dot text. This one we will copy it from here. We are going as per the documentation for the Google Gemini AI response dot text. And after this we will console.log this, and we will also console error generating trip. We will throw an error as well. We will save it, and we will use this function inside our create trip. Okay, inside the create trip we will write inside the function generate trip after the loading, because we left this function at loading screen. Okay, so we will start from where we left before. Okay, so here after the loading we will initialize the dynamic prompt. Dynamic prompt will be And let me copy and paste. You can write it by stopping the screen, or you can get it from the links in the description. Okay, generate a travel plan for location. It's nothing but only this prompt. Let me show you for the user, role user, and inside the text, this prompt. But we have used dynamic. We used days dynamically. We used location dynamically, and economy, budget, and the traveler, that is couple. Okay, these values we are passing here dynamically from the form. Okay, location, that is destination, number of days, traveler, budget. Okay, and everything is same as it. Okay, after this dynamic prompt, we will write a try catch block. Inside this try block, I will write const trip data. Const trip data will be equal to await. We will call the generate trip with AI function that we have created at the end of this AI module, generate trip with AI. And get the suggestion from the services/AI model.js file. Here we will pass the dynamic prompt. We are passing here, and we will make this function async. We will use async here, and we will not get this indication anymore, error indication. Okay, after this trip data from this function, we will write for catch block. Inside the catch block, we will write set loading to false. Before calling this generate trip function, we set the loading to true. Now after getting the result, we are setting loading to false, and we will get the error here as well. In case of error, and we will pass a toast error as well. We have already imported the toast, and this one will be the message. Okay, after this, and if you can see, we have applied this generate trip function to these buttons, to this button. From here, handle next, generate trip function. Okay, so we will call this function from the generate trip button. Okay, here we will write New York or any other city that you want. 2 days, continue. Budget friendly, continue. You can see beautiful animation we are getting, and here I will select the couple or girlfriends. You can select any one. I will click on generate plan and have a beautiful loading screen. Inspect, we will check the console, and here you can see the response. Inside the chat response 1, we are getting this response. Chat response 1, we have not edited this. Okay, and make sure your application is running inside the terminal. Okay, we have to edit this chat response 1. We can only say chat response, and this will be we will use this variable because we are also using this response.text in this text response variable. Okay, and here you can see we are getting the response in a format like backticks, and JSON. We have to remove this thing. Okay, don't worry, we will remove this. We will clean our JSON response. And here you can see trip note, as we have trained our model that show us the trip note. Yes, show us trip note, show us hotels options and its properties, and show us the give us the itinerary array. That's why we followed the instructions and giving us the response as per our instructions. Okay, as you can see, hotel name, itineraries. Okay, day number 1, theme, activities. Perfect. And here you can see, after clicking on show more, day number 2, and all the data. Okay, and here are the 3 backticks. We will remove this thing. We will clean our JSON. Don't worry. Because of some reason, this set loading not is not closing. Let me check. Okay, here inside the cache block we are closing the set loading files. That's why. But don't worry, we will do it later. You can move it to after this trip data as well. Okay. So we have to clean this JSON first. We will go inside the AI model, and here inside the response, we can remove this text response. We can directly use the response.text here. Okay, and after this we will write for the clean JSON. We will write, maybe we need for this response.text, and we will write text response, this variable that we have created, and save this response inside this variable. Okay, nothing much complicated. Okay, here after this let me comment this, because we are getting the response and don't need to console again. Here we will write clean JSON. We will create a variable, and we will take the text response and we will clean it. We will paste a comment here, cleaning the string, remove markdown JSON formatting if the AI includes it. Okay, text response dot replace. We will use those 3 backticks and the JSON. After those 3 backticks, here I will write okay like this, and then I will use this one, and we will use the trim method. Okay, what we are doing, actually we are removing this backticks JSON from the response. Here you can see the 3 backticks and JSON. Okay, from this response that we have get, this one is the response. Here we will console log the clean JSON. Here we will write clean JSON. We will use the clean JSON. Okay, because we are saving this response inside this clean JSON. variable. Okay. Now we will go back. We will move this set loading false to after the trip data. We will save it and we will check again. We will clear the console. We will search for London. 2 days. Continue. Very beautiful. Continue. We will use for group friends. Generate plan. This one is our form data. We can comment this. Don't need to get in console this form data again and again. And here you can see our loading screen is gone with the help of set loading false. And here is our clean JSON. Here you can see our graphics and JSON has been removed from the start of this JSON and from the end of as well. Okay, perfect. Great. Now we have a clean JSON and we will use it in our application. Perfect. We can comment this clean JSON, comment this console as well. We will remove this console and everything is perfect. When we will get the response from the AI, Gemini AI, then it will give the response in the form of response.txt. Okay. You can directly console and check the response by writing the console.log and into response. Okay. Then you will get to know that the response will have a text property. Okay.